Okay, before I press play, man, how did you connect with Kasango and give us a bit of a
Yeah.
very quick intro into the story behind Lost.
Yeah. Kasango is he's a close friend. And when we did the song, it was during COVID. It was the COVID times, So we've been arranging to say let's meet for studio, let's meet for studio. But because he has started his musical journey, he was selectively available, So until we got a perfect time to say let's meet today and work on something, So the minute he confirmed, it was earlier in the day, the minute he confirmed that we can do studio, I then went into my studio, opened Resin, and then I said, let me start a draft of something. And then that's when, within a good 20 minutes, that's when I did the drum, the re-drum for Lost. So it took,
In 20
yeah,
minutes. That's crazy, dude. That drum. I was listening to it. So today I was in the office.
yeah,
On the way back from the office, I was listening to it and I was like, this drum, in 20 minutes you did that. That's crazy,
yeah. Within
man.
20 minutes, I came with a draft. I just put it on my USB and I was listening to it on my way to Kasango's place. When I got there, we were engaging, about the successes, like the industry as a whole, And then I gave him a USB and said, take this. There's a couple of my music. So let's start jamming so that you understand more of my sound. And then he immediately saw um, a track written GW and Kasango. And I was like, which one is this one? And I was like, no, it's something that I did now before I came, that I thought we should, work on, so that, we have enough studio time. When I come here, we don't start from scratch. I already have sort of a skeleton that we can work on. And then he played it. When he played it, I was like, yes, man, the drums are insane, you know. And
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
we spoke about it, and then I was like to him, I used a couple of songs as references, to say these are my favorite songs, and um, it's the sound that also defines me, So um, I would like us to not do the same, but drive it our own way. But the inspiration actually comes from this particular song, which was Mari Boy Voy Voy Me, the Hendrik Schwartz remix, and then
Okay.
the Stephen Botzane and Magrum Boy, a song titled I.O. So I was like, these are my lifetime songs, and I would like to drive this drum into that jam, because those songs are like they'll take you far. If you were to listen to them, they'll take you very far. So he got the idea, and I was like, okay, no, it's fine. Gave him the project. Kasango also, within 15 minutes, he had all the melodies put onto the beat, and that's how he works. Like, even recently, we did another song. That's how he works. He just listen to it, play the melodies, and say, take, see what you do with it. And then I took the separates, went home. Then I started structuring the song. Then I would send it to him, back and forth. He'll tell me what to adjust, when to start, the build up of the song, and what so on. And then, yeah, that's how the song became. And then during the mastering, the engineering side of the things, the Rice family, Hyena, um, listened to the song, and he gave a couple of pointers to say, um, do this here, 1 minute, 20 seconds, adjust it like this, do this and that. And that's what I did. I followed his instructions, and then that was the product that you're right into now.
Okay. Let's proceed and press play. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it rock,
Like,
and then
yeah,
every now and then I'm gonna stop it and then kind of let you explain,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and talk a bit about it. But
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. Man. The drums, too advanced, man, too advanced. Too there's because I think like I feel like there's so many layers to the drums,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
the first, I'm not sure, 20, 30 seconds,
Yeah.
there is one. Yeah, you talk about it, man. I can't even talk about it, man. You talk about it.
I'm 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 honestly obsessed with drums, eh? Um,
Yeah,
I most of my songs are dominated by drums. I would have 10 different drums in a song, but they would still make sense. And the way they're so rich, it's because I combine them. I would combine a tom, a snare, a bongo. I would combine drums until they become one solid sound. So yeah, my obsession is with drums. Every time I start my projects, it's gonna be a drum and a very emotional pad.
the drums alone
Yeah.
speak to me, as a fan of the art
Yeah.
from the first second, right?
Yeah.
From the first second, it's like, what's going on here, man? Like, what did I do? Why are you coming at me? You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
the drums are crazy, or the drums are crazy. But obviously, you said Kasango is a close friend.
Yeah.
When you first heard the melody and he was obviously playing and
Yeah.
shared the melodies with you, how did you feel, and what was your first impression?
I was like, I was so amused because I was, when you have that smile, when you are actually blushing, because it didn't take him long to lay the synths and the strings and all the melodies. So the minute he started playing the synth, I was like, "You've cracked it. This is the direction
You got
that
it.
we're taking." And I was just in that zone because for me, synths and the melody side is not really my strong point. And whenever I see someone doing it right, I just get lost. I just become happy. So I said to him, Kasango, you driving the song exactly where I would want it to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, man. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep listening.
Yeah.
So, a question I have.
Yeah,
So you see how the drums enhance, like, you kind of increase the consistency and the speed of the drums,
yeah, yeah.
right? How did you how did you think of that? Like yeah, what made you say, here I'm gonna pick it up, here I'm gonna do this, here I'm gonna, you know, up the energy.
Um, you know how the music, if it's a build-up song, hey, you can, if like when you listen to it, it's a build-up song. Like there's an automation with the synth, the strings, and not so on. So how the music side of things was driving the whole instrument, the instrumental, the drums, and the kick. The climax sort of guided me to say, um, this is how you're going to respond to the music with your drums. So the music would play, and whenever it's picking up, um, the other strategy that I use with production, it's called a call and response. You know, so the drums, they're in the way, they were responding to the music. You know, so the music drove how I started becoming aggressive with the drums. Yeah,
Got you, man. And before we finish the track,
yeah.
when do you play this track in your sets? Do you kind of respond to the crowd? Do you know already when you're going to play it in your set? Like, how do you pick a moment when to drop this track?
um, Usually I play towards the end of the set. And again, it depends on the kind of event and the kind of crowd that I'm playing for. Sometimes how I would start my set, I would start just by going hard, going high, and then bringing it down towards the end of the set with a more chilled, emotional kind of a song. So basically, the last 15 minutes of my set, if I've started on a high note, I would then bring it down, and that's when I would play Lost towards the end. Or sometimes if it's a longer set and it's a build-up set, and I find that people are chilling, I can simply start with the more calm, emotional songs while I'm building up into the heavy, dancing music, if I that way. Yeah, I was having a conversation with Floyd Lavin, just at the
Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, shout out to
yeah, man.
him. Yeah,
And Floyd said, these songs, you don't just play them. He said for him in his sets, he has to find the right time to play them, because they all the songs in the Fire on the Mountain EP. He was like, you need to find a specific time to play them. You can't just play them recklessly. So I'm actually laughing when you're asking the question, because um someone else out there is also thinking the same, to say you don't just play the songs.
mate. But you saw my reaction, right? When I first heard the track, I was like,
Where do we start?
yeah, because you can't. I feel like, yeah, you can't play this if people are chilling. Obviously, you're not going to play it. If people are dancing but they're not really kind of engaged,
Yeah,
you can't really play it. I think it has to be right
yeah,
moments, man.
yeah. It needs the right moment.
Yeah, it's one of those, and if you drop it the right way, then it's gonna have
The im-
such a huge impact.
yeah,
Such a huge impact,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Such a huge, and I feel like it's one of those where it needs like lights. It needs like an immersive experience with it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. There must just be
Yeah,
drama. There must be drama.
yeah, man. It needs like a whole movie cast. Like it sounds like a movie. Like when I
Yeah,
hear it, it's like this could be
yeah,
a soundtrack for a
yeah,
movie. 100%.
yeah, yeah. Sure.
Love it, man. Okay, man. Let's finish. How many minutes do you have left? Yeah, about 2 minutes. Let's finish it.
Yeah.